Mercy Veterinary Hospital, we treat your pets like family. From the moment you walk in, you're greeted with a smile and a compassionate team. Our experienced technicians handle your pets with the care they deserve, and our veterinarians truly listen, advocate for your pet's health, and provide expert medical care. We offer everything from routine wellness and vaccines to internal medicine, soft tissue and orthopedic surgery, spays and neuters, dental procedures, and breeding support. Mercy Veterinary Hospital, compassionate care, expert medicine, and a team who truly cares. Call us today or visit our office off Ronald Reagan Boulevard in Leander.
Today, you're going to set the standard. Today, you're going to be who God called you to be. You're going to do what you've been called to do. You're going to talk like you talk. You're going to walk like you walk. You're going to ball like you ball. Why? Because it's that.
Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. E-double-L, I said so. I keep big bills up in my hood on the dirty like Bledsoe. Ain't got no twist in my head, but I'm still dreadful. And I got plenty of bread, so I go to bed full of line. In it to win it, I'm all in. I might call you my cuz, young blood, but we ain't kin. You think of jumping, man, you best think again. The dirty, I'm the type of man that might go broke for revenge. Had some not so nice friends, kick the door off the hinge. Take the door off your bins, pop four of your friends. Man, please, this shit ain't cynical. Man, no subliminal, I'm physical, financial, and mental to be a general. Hey, the mama claims she want a slow job. Not the type be in the tank, but in that rover. Man, please, I'm in the zone like it's full blown. I'm killing it like a blind man reading. I'm feeling it like, here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that.
Welcome to Inside Raider Nation, live from REDHORN Brewery and Roastery. I'm Sonny Zappetta, host of Inside Raider Nation and co-host of Inside Raider Nation. Join us once again, Season 11, Coach Mann of the Rouse Raiders.
Howdy.
Bringing in the cold weather tonight.
It is.
It changed.
It's cool out there today. It'll be 80 in the end of the week. So
it's Texas, right?
It'll be right back, so no big deal.
Yeah, so we're... yeah, you can tell a little coffee's flowing, and we're trying to keep warm and get some caffeine in us both here as we get to season 11, the ending of the season. It's Coach, and I said this to one of the parents earlier, is it's always hard at the end of the season. It doesn't matter when it ends, it's always hard, and the ending is always hard, and you've gone through it. now 17 times at Rouse High School.
18.
18 times?
18, yeah.
I was trying to give you a year back. I was falling back a year. 18 times. Doesn't get any easier, does it?
No, it never does, but it's not supposed to.
Yeah.
And if it does, then that's an indication that something else is. You're not right. You're not supposed to be doing it. If that's the case, you should be playing. If you walk off that field and you're not emotional as a senior, and you're not emotional as a coach with what you invest into it, and there's not that period of grieving, and it's not life or death. Obviously, it's just a football game, but there is a little bit of that depression that sets in, that little, separation of what comes. Because again, it's, I made a post the other day. It's one of the few sports that once it's over, it's over.
Yeah.
And you don't get to get your buddies back together and simulate the same concept. Can you throw the ball around in the yard and play some Thanksgiving football here and there, but you're not in the full pads, you're not in the helmet, you're not in the preparation, all those things. It's easy to go pick up a quick baseball game, basketball game, something like that, to go recreate what that magic that happens on Friday night and the hours. That's the thing that, makes it so miserable. And when you have that ending happen and it is the final one, and, I've seen it from as a parent with two boys that have gone through it, and like I told them at halftime, I said, I didn't know how this season was going to feel, because for the last, minus this year, 17 years, there's always been a man on the sideline with me, and obviously my two boys for 6 years coming through. So I was like, this year was going to be a little unique, but I realized that that I discovered again the same thing that I had earlier before they started playing for me was I've got 62 sons out there on that football field. And so it's a real emotional thing for the coaches and everything. As a player, it's going to be different. And then, as coaches, it was this, you go from constantly thinking, constantly prepping, constantly preparing since middle of July.
Yeah.
All the way through August, all the way through September, all the way October into November, and there's no really pause or break, and you get to this weekend and you're like, I don't know what to do with my hands. Your brain is just all over the place. It's not slowing down. You feel like you should be going somewhere, but you should be doing something. And so there's that, kind of anxiety, what to do and how to handle it, and it's just a weird transition every year. But, it has to happen at some point. And I've lost in semifinal games, and it's the same emotion as if you were when we were 1-9 and we lost. It's still going to be the same emotion, and I'll never forget. Jace was one of the unique. When he finished his year, Brandy couldn't figure out why he, take your helmet off. So we'd take some pictures, and he would take the helmet off, and she finally asked me, she's like, because I know once I take this off, I'll never put it back on again. And so there's just that unbelievable emotion that you can't explain it. And everybody thinks, it's just a game. And I challenge you, if you feel that way, you don't understand it, just go stand around a sideline on any game that's coming up in the playoffs. Go to the side that loses, go get as close as you can and watch.
Yeah.
And you will see it's not a game. It's a brotherhood, it's a life, it's a fraternity, it's a pack that will be together forever, that you will tell stories upon stories for the rest of your life. I can't remember what I was supposed to bring home, but I can tell you who was the all-district linebacker in 2012, or who we played in the playoffs in 15, and where we're at in those situations.
Yeah.
And you'll never forget those moments, those guys. And Saturday, me and the Thompsons, we all went and ate dinner downtown, and all of a sudden look up, and Austin Herring, a graduate of the original class of 2012, and he's there with his dad, and also, he's married, and I'm sitting there like, hey, coach, I'm like, oh my God, that was almost 18 years ago that I coached you. And so it's just a cool, unique opportunity, and just to be a part of it. It's to be a part of these young men's lives, to have a little bit of influence, and hopefully you can see they became better men, and I'm proud of that.
Yeah, just the way they conduct themselves all season long, I think, it's
unbelievable.
A testament to not only them, but to the parents, but to the coaches. That when you think about it, they spend more time with these kids during the season than their parents see them at home. They're there for the bed and the shower and food. That's pretty much it. And then send them off to practice, and they're there at school. And and again, like you said, I don't think people really understand it unless you've been in those shoes. And even if you've been in those shoes, it's you still really don't understand it because every season has been unique. And I think that's one thing that we look back on, and I talked to Phil and Travis during the broadcast before we got started, and I said, the thing about it is every year has felt different, and it's supposed to because every different senior class is different. But overall, I think the one thing is, and Phil said it best, the culture. The culture is here at Rouse. The culture has been built, and it's just now the standard, the expectation, right? This is what you do, and this is how you conduct yourself as a Rouse Raider, and this is the work you put in. This is what's expected of you, and there's no wavering from that. There's no, we're going to compromise a little bit. Like, nope, that's the standard, and that's what we do. And you're starting to see that because when we start looking not only at this varsity group, you start looking at the sub-varsities, the JV, and the freshmen coming in, and you see those kids, and they know what's expected of them. And you start seeing those kids develop, and we talked about it, freshman gold, and we'll talk about them later on. We talk about players of the week. That group, probably the kids that just absolutely, to me, take their lunch pail to work and show up each and every day. Those are blue-collar workers, those kids there. They could have just folded tent, but they fought each and every week, and you can see the growth from week one or the scrimmage until this last game against Glenn. And that's what I think people need to realize is, all the coaches in the stands need to understand that you got to look at the whole gamut of the whole season from where they started to where they were. That's what you need to look at, not back here at week 0 or -2 or whatever it started at in the scrimmages. I think it's just a testament to what you and the coaching staff and what you guys have done.
Well, and for us, it goes, to watching them in middle school, and then a lot of these guys got to watch in the Youth League Association, and watch them come on this journey from when they were knee-high off a turnbuckle to, when bobbleheads with the helmet and shoulder pads on to, being these players and, reminded, a lot of those guys, there's been models. We've had great groups. Every group has been special. I mean, they all are. This group was unique. These seniors were very unique this year in how they carried themselves, how they handled business, and it was not just unique in the season. It was unique in the off season. Starting about this, not quite this time, but a week or so later, and going into January, February, how they were preparing themselves, got themselves ready, handled their business, and then their workman Joe's attitude and their positivity all season long, and accepted every challenge that we threw at them, and they were there early, they were on time, they were present, they carried themselves in such a professional manner that, really makes me proud. And, just wish, like I told them, I said, I'd give anything to be still coaching you right now and playing right now. Just sometimes it's the card. We have the same record right now as we did. You just swap a Liberty Hill for a Lake Belton, and it's a different story. But at the same time, it doesn't change the culture of who they are. And I credit that to Charlie Rouse, number one, because he is the figure that we all strive for every day to live up to, and it's been a goal of mine since I walked in Wiley Middle School's doors before Rouse was open, and said that's going to be my number one objective, is to make sure we honor him first. And these guys definitely were such a model of him in the way they prepared and handled it. And then I'm shout out to our coaching staff. We had a few new guys, we've had some guys, we've been very successful in building a program in a community that is, I think it is a little unique. I know everybody has different great stuff, but we're in a tough situation because we're in a multi-district with multi-schools, with multi-middle schools, and we've been through different cuts and rezonings, and it's not just like plug and replace. We have to recreate so much different stuff. But for our culture, for those freshmen, when they come in, or from the middle school up, when they get there, they had this faith and trust. At least the ones that stay with us, and the ones that stay committed. And that's what was so cool about this group, is they stay committed. They didn't, when things kind of got out there, I didn't get this or that, they didn't jump ship. They stayed right where they were supposed to be. They stayed hungry, and as a result, they're champions. And there's no doubt about that to me.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a unique season, but as you look at it, and we'll talk a little bit more here in after a while about some of the sub-varsities, right? A little bit more about the JV and about the freshmen, and some of the surprises from both of those groups, because there's been lots of surprises and lots of things where you can see biggest areas of improvement, things like that. But we're going to talk a little bit about our sponsors. We have seen those, and we have to thank them. But first of all, we have to thank the Rouse Raider Football Booster Club. led by Don Miller, Vice President Kevin Robarski, Stephanie Witten, Jen Gallagher. All those are the executive board members. And then, got to give them a hand.
Robarski.
They have done a great job all season, and then all the committees, the sub-varsity reps, the varsity reps, everybody in the tunnel crew. For those guys that set up the tunnel each and every week, that's a way for them to get close to the field. That's what they like. But I will say I'm glad the wind didn't kick up. We saw one game, I guess it was maybe it was a couple weeks ago, where that wind was battling a little bit. So it was interesting. They earned their pay that day, but they've done a great job. There's so many things that go into that, so we have to thank everybody, but we have to thank our sponsors: Lone Star Paving, Mercy Veterinary Hospital, ROI Physical Therapy and Sports Performance, Whitestone Fine Jewelry, Culver's, Hargrove Roofing and Construction, Raising Cane, Sewell Jaguar Land Rover, Mo Design Company, Spencer Wheelwright, Dave's Ultimate Automotive, Joris General Contractors, Carlson Law Firm, 22 Yards Austin, Cedar Park Toyota, Southside Barbecue, 911 Pool Care, and the academic sponsor, Grand Donuts, and then also Austin Telco Federal Credit Union, and of course the host of Inside Raider Nation for the second season in a row, REDHORN Brewery and Roastery. We appreciate their hospitality week in and week out.
Yeah, just to echo that, when you look at how far we've come over the past years, and this group, again, just each group that comes in just keeps stacking it. And this group has done a phenomenal job of just allowing us to do our job and just let us be coaches, and I give a lot of credit to the Booster Club and then obviously to Coach Brooks, because they do so much of the off-scene stuff that we're allowed to focus on the production stuff of the football side of it. And you go and you watch other groups and you see other places, and I obviously talk to a lot of coaches, and I'm like, we don't have that problem. We don't have that problem, and it's something that people have actually called us now, and I'm meeting with different staffs and having different people call us like, how did y'all get this going? How did you do this? When we see y'all, it's just like this machine that comes in and it's just flawless. And I'm like, well, there's a lot of ants running around in the background that are doing a lot of freaking work. Trust me, it's not that easy, but it's getting easier because of the systems we have in place right now. And I just am so grateful to that group of volunteers this year that have come out, and it's not over. They're already. The planning that's going on. We're still getting ready for the banquet, so we got steps we're going through this week for that. But we're getting, every time we do something, we do it better, and that's what I love. And that's kind of that standard that you're talking about. It's not just just repeat, re-rinse. That's just kind of how I've always operated. I think right now, we're in that time of year where it's got to figure out what's next, but I don't just go right back, okay, well, this is step one of all seasons, so this is what we've always done, and this is how we're going to handle it. No, we're going to sit down and evaluate. We're going to meet. We're going to discuss. We're going to look at. We're going to get into the numbers. We're going to talk about what we did good in the booster, what we didn't. All this feedback we're going to be pulling in the next 2 weeks, and then we'll start making plans, and then we'll start getting aggressive and attacking it. And then, there's certain traditions we'll continue to do, like the lift-a-thon and mom's camp, dad decals, the lift the shoot-on, all that stuff. But how do we make it greater than what it was? And that's always fun, because we just keep setting a new higher standard, which our kids see it. They see the importance of it. And there's a lot of things that if we don't do it, it won't get done. And so I appreciate how much this group has done for that.
Yeah, we appreciate the sponsors too.
Man,
no better way to appreciate them.
Huge.
Yeah, them buying of their goods and services. That's the best way to thank them, I think.
Yeah.
You can thank them for their support. But it's been really good this season from a sponsorship standpoint as well. It's the community that gets behind these players and the coaching staff and believes in them. And I think, when I talked to Coach Hayes, who's new on the coaching staff, that's one of the things he said. You're so welcomed into the community that you don't have a choice.
No.
Right? It's Raider community, and you get on the train because it's going down the tracks, and they pull you on and they say, let's go. And that's such a great thing. But we have definitely a lot of thank yous. And like you said, there'll be the banquet sometime in January.
January 10th.
January 10th. There you
It's
go.
already set. You'll be starting getting information this week. Me and Coach Brooks already. Hey, we're going to start sending all academic stuff, all state stuff.
Oh yeah.
So we can start. Again, that banquet just gets better every year, and I can't wait for it to get here so we can celebrate and see where all the different things that are coming in the next several weeks.
Were broken. There's individual accolades and we really haven't highlighted a whole lot of that this season, but we kind of know that where that banquet, that's where it kind of comes out, and you start seeing it, and then you start seeing the success of it. And I told somebody the other day, I said, I think with the way that the banquet has been done and kind of the way we've collaborated on that, is that 1-9 season, you'd have never known we were 1-9.
No.
Not by the way we celebrated, and I think that happens each year because, again, it's telling a different story. It's telling the story of this season and kind of what's culminated, whether it ends in, the state championship and the finals or whether it ends at the end of the regular season. There's lots of things, including the 5-year consecutive playoff run. And I know that eats at you. I know it does, and that's probably why you didn't sleep a whole lot this weekend, even though you had a chance to. It's one of those things that's just kind of what you want. And it's not for, and I say that, it's not for you. It's not for the coaches. It's for these kids to keep that going, right, so that they're a part of that.
And this, I look back at that a lot over this weekend, reflecting, and, when you look at everybody in our non-district, Liberty Hill was a district champion. Obviously we beat them. Conley's in the playoffs. They were a 3rd seed. We obviously beat them. Waco Midway was his 2nd seed, and they're playing really well. And, we were right there with them. I mean, everybody on our schedule, and Dave Campbell's had an article out today, kind of bittersweet when you read it, but, it's basically, the best teams not to make the playoffs in the state of Texas, and we were the second one on that list. And, I mean, we went toe-to-toe with Georgetown, and held them to one of their lower scores. And, and this season was just weird. It had some just random one-offs. And I've had seasons where we've been 6-4 and tied and didn't get in, and I was kind of like, we didn't do this. We didn't have, we missed practice this week. This guy got in trouble here. We didn't handle this well as coaches here. And right now in this reflection phase I'm in, it's like, man, is there things we could have done better? Absolutely. I'll always take that responsibility, but at the same time, some of the mistakes were made. They were one mistake, and that kid fixed it from that moment on and never came close. And it was like that mistake happens 10 times every game. Yeah. It just happened to be the one moment at the one wrong time that happened. That when you look at it like, well, yeah, I mean, that was a big point. And it just is. The football, it's hard to make the playoffs, and especially in our district. I mean, it is a good district. I give credit to everybody in there. It'll be an interesting week to watch to see how everybody does. They're playing against some really great teams in that, Highland Park and Lothian and all those that are in there. So it'll be interesting to see where everybody falls out. And you never know. I mean, again, it's just how the cookie crumbles. But it doesn't change. Like I told them, it doesn't change. This group conquered. They did as good as last year, the year before. I mean, this group is right in there. The 2021 group that went 3 rounds and almost beat Liberty Hill, they're right in there. They're the same caliber of athletes, same caliber of talent. So really proud of them.
Yeah, it's a good way to end. And again, you finish with a winning record, 6-4.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some of these, and you're like, it's moral victory. It is a victory, and at this point,
well, I'm gonna challenge. Like I already told them, we know what's coming. We're moving up to 6A. We know that's happening, and that's why some of the games that are on our schedule is like, well, I mean, the win losses. I mean, I guess I don't know. I couldn't even tell you what my record is at all. I don't care. It's not about that. It's about putting our kids in a chance to, when we get to district play, to have the best chance to get qualified to make the playoffs, to give them another game. That's all I look at. I mean, we go 0-3, but it sets us up to get a chance to make the biggest impact in district and get those guys the best chance to move on. And I don't care who we play. I'm not going to go schedule teams that are outrageous. I mean, we're not going to. We want to be where. What are we going to see? What styles are we going to see? That I'm more looking for styles and types of play, because you only get. Who knows? We might only get one next year. Yeah. And then you're just right into district. So you just got to get ready and handle it. But I know this group did a great job, and they set a standard that the next 2 to 3 classes have to live up to. Yeah. And that's the ultimate goal.
Yeah, and we're going to talk to some of those players, and we're actually going to talk to the 4 captains. We'll talk to them at a time, but we're going to bring them up here. We'll see who comes up first.
I think we got to go. Reed's definitely got to be first. We can't wait. We'll go Reed in London, because I know Tyler will talk a lot.
Yeah. Reed's kept the streak alive. That's probably the thing I'm most proud of. is he's kept the streak alive. He's been here
Yeah,
every Inside Raider Nation.
Absolutely.
So.
You talk about a elite 4 of captains of all time. I mean, they were absolutely amazing this year. Their leadership, their focus, their ability to take a butt chewing and not and move on, and at the same time lead on the sidelines and come to me and ask me questions, and we talked through things, and it was a really special group, and I'm beyond grateful for them. It was one of those you don't know how it's going to get voted, and I kind of was like, yeah, this makes sense.
Yeah, well, we're going to save some of that talk to the end because we're going to let the allergies kick in at the end of the show, not towards the beginning. But we're going to take a break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to hear from a couple of those players here on Inside Raider Nation live from REDHORN Brewery and Roastery. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Inside Raider Nation, live from REDHORN. We have a couple of the captains. We'll let these guys introduce themselves. Streak still going, Reed?
No.
Okay, good. All right.
I'm Leonard Morgan. I'm a senior, and I'm number 1. I play quarterback.
Okay.
Reed Henson, number 15. I'm a senior, and I play middle linebacker.
Play middle linebacker. And if you couldn't find Reed, just look for the pink shoes, pink gloves, pink socks. What else do we have pink?
Arms? Some turf tape, yeah. My face mask.
Face, everything. And the face mask, by the way. Yeah, because we saw on camera a couple of times. Having fun that last game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a little jazzercise going on out there. What was was it at halftime? You come out of the tunnel, you and Metis?
Oh, yeah. Did a little
choreographed
slide. Yeah. Talked about it for a second.
There you go. I like it. Just enjoying it. Tell me, guys, what's the one thing you're going to miss most about Friday nights? Now that you have a chance to think about it a little bit.
Definitely, I mean, stadium pulse is real, going out through the tunnel on the field and seeing everyone, especially on the nights when the stands they're crowded, they're packed, and everyone's cheering, the band's playing. It feels really good being out there with your brothers, just with the support of the fans and the coaches, everyone being there to support you. It's your time, your night to go out and do what you do.
Yeah. Landon, what was the hardest thing about Friday night, being the last game at Gupton senior night? What was the hardest thing? At the end?
Should I say like the hardest moment?
Hardest moment.
Hardest moment?
Yeah.
It's probably when I was running up the tunnel with Maddox, my brother.
Okay.
That was probably the hardest moment, yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. But those are
it was
those
cool.
are
It was a cool experience, yeah.
Yeah, those are things that you'll remember for quite a while. What's the plans after high school, London, for those that don't know?
I'll be attending the Naval Academy. I get to play football, have some fun doing triple option offense.
There you go.
Pass a little bit, but it's definitely not going to be as fun as high school football. So.
All right, Mr. Henson, what's the plans after high school?
I got a few options for college, but I'm leaning more towards Arkansas, University of Arkansas. I got accepted there, so.
Okay.
that's my main spot I'm going to. I'm gonna head there, get a degree in something, either probably business, and then go into law school after that.
Law school. Be a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna keep your number just in case. Not that I'm gonna need a lawyer, but it's always have the good one on retainer sometime. Down the road. London, what are you gonna major in? Do you know, or what are you gonna plan on doing?
I'm not sure yet. I don't want to have a desk job. I want to be outside helping people or something like that.
Yeah.
I know that.
Desk jobs are not always fun.
Yep.
But sometimes, it's better if you have a desk job and you're inside when it's cold.
Yeah.
It might be you might have a little bit of weather when Naval Academy, some of their games. I think.
A little cold, yeah.
Yeah, maybe a little chilly. Arkansas, you'll actually have some seasons.
Yeah.
There'll be a summer, a fall, winter.
Of course.
You'll probably see some snow up in Arkansas. It'd be kind of cool. Not that you don't see it in Texas, but are you a cold weather guy?
Yeah, I love the cold.
Yeah.
So I'm always hot. So.
Okay. Well, yeah, there's a line to that, but I'm not going to say anything. Oh, read. All right. Think about this question. I'll give you both time because we're going to ask Tyler as well. He's one of the captains. He'll be up here in a little bit. You're now looking at your freshman self. Knowing what you know now, what are you telling the freshman version of London Morgan? What are you telling the freshman version of Reed Henson? What are you telling them now? Oh yeah, this is thought-provoking. Because that's 4 years has gone by quick, right? And now you look back and you go, okay, my freshman version of Reed Henson, this is what I would tell him. What would that be?
I mean, everyone always says, don't take it for granted. It goes by fast, and it really is true. I still feel like a freshman. Like I'm coming in, just, I got my life ahead of me, like high school ahead of me, have fun, but it does go by quick. And definitely one big thing is be good at kind of like planning and balancing, being able to, take every second you have of football and work hard, but also take every second you have to have fun, socialize, get out there and make relationships, connections, friendships, and be able to balance it, but do the most of both sides, and just commit to it. Don't take anything for granted. Take it easy on anything. Just go all out in everything you do.
Okay. What do you think, London?
You kind of stole my line.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing, but it is easy to say, don't take it for granted, but it really does go by super fast. And I'd probably tell myself, maybe cherish the moments more, especially when we're freshmen and sophomore, and I don't know, it's the best time. Especially growing up with everyone, just growing, becoming bigger, more mature, and everything throughout the years of high school. You definitely want to have fun with it. Don't take anything too serious, and just enjoy your high school career and have fun playing Friday nights.
Yeah. Because you never know, right? You never know. It can also be taken away from you. Think about COVID year, when that crazy year of 2020, right? Some people just completely lost their whole senior season because it was cut short, right? For baseball in the spring season. So it can be taken away pretty quick, or you get injured. God forbid that happens to anybody, but it's a physical game, so it does happen, right? Think about this season. What is going to be give me one moment that sticks out in your mind from this season. I know yours because I already have yours. My most memorable moment for you, Reed, was the fumble going out of bounds and you somehow knocking it back in bounds. Nobody, including Phil, who's calling the game, saw it until you watched the replay.
Yeah, that's definitely up there for me.
That's definitely one of my moments. For you, London, I think it was the pass rolling to your left. It was probably a 40-yard pass, and I'm like, he's not going to be able to do this. He's going to take off running. And somehow it's like you just flinged it out there. Of course, you found your favorite target. Would be number 4. He caught it, yeah. So
which player are you talking about? I was running to the left?
You scramble to the left, which is always pretty tough. But that seems to be stronger than you scramble to the right. Do you agree?
I don't know. I think they're both pretty balanced
equal?
out. Yeah,
Well,
pretty equal.
yeah.
I think my most memorable will probably be the whole just Liberty Hill game. That was so fun.
Yeah.
Just everyone was, the stadium was packed.
Not even
everyone
just
was super
the win.
hyped. Yeah.
The whole experience.
It was an
Exactly, yeah.
instant classic, as some people called it. And then you have a kicker that comes in, Matthias, that hadn't been a kicker before, and then kicks the field goal to tie the game to send it in overtime. And then the defense recovers the fumble, which was an opportune time for them. And I remember Tyler celebrating as he recovered that fumble, and I'm like, it's game on. It's over now. And it was. And I'm telling you, that was probably one of those moments that you guys go, yeah. All right, one thing that you're going to remember from your entire career at Rouse High School about Coach Mann. And the tooth isn't on the table, because we all know the tooth stories.
I do like to say that everyone says that he likes to talk a lot, but he knows how to talk. Even if he talks for a long time, it always sounds good. It doesn't matter if it's a speech or a prayer, if he's just talking, it always sounds good. It flows well. He's not, the brightest, but he's got some big words in there that he uses, and he always makes it sound good.
He's at the back of the room. I don't think he can hear you. That's probably pretty good that he did hear. Reed loves you. Reed says you're the best coach he's ever had, and he says you speak really well, so you might have a job at public speaking and motivational speaking. What's one of your memories, London, that you're going to remember most about Coach Mann?
I'd say the most memorable growing up when I was I was RIFA, playing RIFA low leagues, kindergarten. I remember Coach Mann was walking down with the older kids, the older high school kids, and here I'm like 6 years old, or kindergarten, first grade or something, and I just remember thinking he's the coolest guy I've ever seen. Just like seeing him walk down, that's like, he's a celebrity. Like, I cannot wait till I'm in high school, and here I am graduating, or not graduating, finish senior year. So,
still think you feel that way? He's a celebrity.
Yeah, I mean he's pretty cool.
He's pretty cool. There you go. He's there you go. Got the thumbs up. All right. Reed, would you rather run sprints every time someone says bro, or do push-ups every time someone says coach?
Push-ups.
Push-ups? You're a push-up guy, right? London, would you rather your nickname be Butterfingers or Turf Monster? It's not much of a choice, right? I'm open Turf Monster, right?
Turf Monster.
Yeah. You don't want to be Butterfingers, not at being quarterback. Reed, would you rather get pancaked by a freshman or trip over the 50-yard line on camera? Don't want to get. You're not getting pancaked by a freshman.
I don't. Yeah.
No, that's not happening. You'll trip over the 50-yard line.
I do that sometimes.
Yeah. Not that it's ever happened. Has it happened on camera? Maybe.
Not that y'all know of.
Okay. Somebody's got it. Would you rather be the last one off the bus every trip, or have to carry all the footballs every time, London?
Last one off the bus.
Are you the last one off the bus now?
No, I'm normally like
who's the last
the second one off the bus.
Who's the last one off the bus usually?
Probably. Adrian, Auburn, because Auburn's always has the speaker. So Auburn.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. You had anybody say the best dancer on the team? Reed, who's the best dancer besides Reed Henson?
Best dancer.
Best dancer. Oh. They don't have to be here. They can be watching. I'm thinking. I don't know. You and Peter, that had to be up there. Those are some good choreographed moves after.
Yeah, Peter. Fredo's not bad. Me and Fredo like to get jiggy.
Get jiggy? Okay. London, would you rather accidentally run the wrong direction on a play or celebrate before crossing the goal line?
Celebrate before crossing the goal line, for sure. I'll take a 15-yard flag.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe.
Reed, would you rather be on ESPN's top 10 plays for the wrong reason or be completely ignored after an amazing play? Top 10?
Top 10.
Yeah.
It happens.
Because why?
Bad plays happen, but I don't want to have a great play and then no one be like, celebrate.
Yeah, kind of like the fumble that you saved from going out of bounds.
Right.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it was ignored. I think just as fast as you did it, I think was kind of over.
Some people saw it.
Yeah, some people saw it. Would you rather play a full game, London, with wet socks or a cracked helmet?
Wet socks. I think everyone plays with wet socks, man.
Yeah,
they're all sweaty. He definitely does.
Wet socks? Really?
He definitely plays with wet socks.
Yeah, some games I have to switch socks at halftime.
Are you serious?
Is that true?
That's very true.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I don't get that sweaty.
Well,
I get that sweaty. I make puddles when I step.
Was it squishy when you walk?
Yeah, you can see it bubbling out of my cleats.
Okay.
That's bad.
It's really bad. All right. Would you rather run a 99-yard touchdown or return a kickoff for a score? Reed?
Turn a kickoff. I feel like that doesn't happen super often. That could also be 99 yards, but
Yeah.
I feel like that's pretty cool.
All right, London, would you rather your highlight reels be set to country music or Baby Shark?
Country music for sure.
Country music? Which song? You got one in mind?
I don't know.
You think.
I'm not a super big country guy, but I like listening to country music.
Okay. Old country?
I mean, whatever's
Just country. Okay.
Treaty Oak's pretty good.
All right.
like Treaty
I'm
Oaks.
going to ask you both this. Would you rather tackle Coach Mann once or have Coach Mann tackle you?
It's not gonna go good for him either way.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
So what are you saying? He's old and he can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you're a quarterback, London. Remember that. You don't tackle people.
Yeah. I'll run him over then.
Okay. Okay. Reed,
I'll tackle him for sure.
you're going to tackle him? Just one time?
Yeah.
Really good? Okay. Well, yeah, I'm going with you. Lower center of gravity, right? You got it made.
The best hit of my career.
Best hit of your career would be on Coach Mann. Huh? I don't know. You've had some pretty good ones, so that I'd pay to see that. I would pay to see that. All right, guys. Before we let you go, we're going to talk to a couple of the other captains here at Inside Raider Nation. Anybody you want to give a shout out to, or anything that you want to say, London? You can. Your floor is yours. The mic is yours.
Shout out my family. Shout out the coaching staff. Shout out all the teammates we're leaving behind.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out all the fans, everyone here, everyone that came to the games all year, coaches, teammates, and people who don't really get the recognition often. Shout out the trainers, Lordson and all the student trainers. They do a lot, especially every game I got my turf tape falling off and I'm always sweaty. They're giving us water and they're always, there when we need them. So shout out all of them, and shout out Reed Henson.
And the Reed Henson fan club. We have to shout them out too, right?
Yeah.
All million and right, is it over 1 million now?
I think, yeah.
I think so. That's what it looked like on your phone. But anyway, we appreciate you guys joining us here on Inside Raider Nation. Good luck to you, and we'll see what the next chapter holds.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate it. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll have more Inside Raider Nation right after this. Welcome back to Inside Raider Nation, live from REDHORN Brewery and Roastery. I have two more captains, two of the four. I said they saved the best two for last. First name, last name?
Adrian Akbasoga.
Number 0, senior.
Tyler Miller. Number
92. Defensive lineman, senior. All right, what's the plans after high school?
I'm going to play at Hardin Simmons.
You're going to be a Cowboy?
Yep.
Good. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with you being a Cowboy. Kind of relates to Dallas Cowboys, so yeah. Still be my favorite Cowboy. Going to be that. Adrian, what about you? What's the plans after high school?
I'm going to play college football. I don't know where yet, but I know I'm going to.
Okay. What's your plans? What are you going to major in? You guys know?
Oh, sir.
No?
Probably like accounting or finance. Something with
money?
Numbers and money, yeah.
Yeah. You like money?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you had $1 million, what's the first thing you buy with that $1 million?
You've asked me this before. It's a nice car. You've asked me that.
So you've had a chance since I asked you before. I was going to ask because I want you to come up with an exact part. Have you thought about that part?
No.
No?
I haven't put any thought to it.
Oh. All right. Adrian, what are you doing with $1 million?
$1 million.
$1 million. Like I gave it to you, just handed it to you right now. First of all, you're running outside and getting away from your teammates because they'll probably knock you down and try to take it.
I obviously put a lot away and invest in stuff and then just spend keep some to myself just to spend.
Just to spend?
Yeah.
So he's saving money. That's usually what accounting and finance guys do.
I didn't say I wasn't saving. I just said buy it first. First purchase.
First purchase, you're buying a car.
You're not buying and saving. That's not buying.
Oh, well. So what are you buying, Adrian? This basically he's calling you out saying, what are you buying?
Damn.
Nice steak dinner, maybe?
Yeah. I think I'd fly somewhere that I've been wanting to go for some kind of food.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now you're going on vacation, Tyler. Anywhere in the world. You don't have to take mom and dad or your brothers.
Where am I going?
Where are you going to go?
I'd go to Australia. That's what I was going to say.
Australia?
See some kangaroos.
They've got a zoo. You can see kangaroos. You don't need to go all the way to Australia.
You can't get them in person, though, that close.
That close? Yeah.
You ever thought about fighting a kangaroo?
No, absolutely not. No. I've seen it on video.
I thought about that.
You're a little bigger and tougher than I am, so I'm not doing that. You going to Australia too?
Yeah,
with Tyler?
I'm not for the kangaroos.
Okay.
I've been wanting to go since I was younger. I want to see the Oceania, the water, and all that. Up there.
Okay, I got you. All right.
You know, there's more kangaroos in Australia than there's people in Jamaica. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
That's
now
crazy.
I do.
They could take over Jamaica if they really wanted to.
They could. Yeah. If they wanted to, they'd have to get there first.
Yeah.
But yeah, is there more doors or windows in the world? Oh my goodness!
Windows.
Think about it. Windows?
Yeah.
What do you say, Adrian? Doors or windows? More doors or windows in the world?
Doors.
Doors? Are you sure? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 windows. There's only one door.
2 doors.
Yeah. 3 doors total.
I didn't really
those are the hard questions. I didn't want those questions. Would you rather play indoors or outdoors? You had a choice. So you get to play at Jerry's World indoors. Would you play indoors or would you rather play outdoors? Football.
Outdoors.
Outdoors?
I say indoors.
Okay. Climate control?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you rather play a game in the rain or in the snow?
Rain. The rain for sure, yeah.
Not a cold weather guy?
Well, I like the cold weather, but I know, the rain just makes me feel fresh. I don't feel tired when I play there.
You can't tell if you're sweating or if it's rain?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Well, you can, and then when you take your pads off, right? Then maybe. Would you rather be a mascot for a day, Adrian, or drive a Zamboni? You know what a Zamboni is, right?
I kind of forgot.
The
ice cleaner? Or what? Ice, and then they ride it around and clean
the
the
hockey
ice
games?
I'll drive one of those.
Now that he knows, what are you doing? Are you a mascot for a day, or are you going to drive the Zamboni?
Be a mascot.
Okay. Is there any one particular?
It's one of the baseball ones. They go around pieing people.
Like they'll go around
the
and stand. Yeah.
The Philadelphia Phillies mascot.
Yeah, it
What's
might be that. They like go around and pie people.
I could see
throughout
you
the
doing
games.
that. I could see you doing that. Yeah. Would you rather practice early in the morning or late at night? Is that basically, are you a morning person or a night owl?
Morning.
Morning?
Night.
Yeah, I'm with you, Tyler. Night for me.
How late?
Night. Latest to midnight.
Oh,
I feel like that'd be fun.
Adrian's like, no.
I mean, I'll be there, but
Yeah.
I'll be there, but not
I feel that'd be more fun than like being all tired and having to go to bed early, like the night before.
I mean,
at 4 a.m.
I don't mind waking up like 7. Yeah, like
7, yeah.
6. Like like 6, like 6 practice, like 6 a.m. practice. Like,
Oh, that's not that early.
yeah. But like
Yeah.
most people don't go like
All right, you both play on the defensive side. They give you a chance to play offense. Which would you rather do, offense or defense, the rest of your career? You get stuck at one.
defense.
Defense? Because you like to hit people, right? Would you rather take a huge hit or miss an easy tackle? Ooh.
I'd
Take a huge hit?
Yeah.
You guys don't like to miss tackles. No, we won't talk about the Leander quarterback. But that was a different story, right? Right?
Yeah, that's different.
That's different because you were playing with one arm.
Oh yeah, and I ripped his belt out too.
Yeah,
so
they don't give you
just-
points for ripping.
Yeah, I didn't really do too much for me.
Didn't get him, did you? Would you rather wear your pads to class or your helmet to lunch?
Helmet to lunch, because my pads, I could even like sit in my chair comfortably.
Yeah.
I wear my pads to class.
Yeah.
Like you gotta eat through your helmet.
He's going to figure out a way. Hey, he says, I got it.
Do that practice.
Huh?
Do that practice.
That's true. Yeah, you can get snacks.
He's eating at practice? You eating snacks at practice,
Big
Adrian?
snacks to
Maybe.
all the practice.
I gotta make it through.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the long practice sometimes, right? Coach Mann gets a little bit long-winded. Would you rather have perfect weather or perfect field conditions?
Like our perfect weather.
Yeah. Whatever your perfect weather is, like 70 degrees, no wind,
What do you mean perfect field conditions?
like turf is brand new, or really bad turf, but perfect weather.
I'll take the weather.
Take the weather?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Would you rather your teammates post your worst tackle attempt or your worst dance move online? Tyler?
Probably dance move because that's just like anytime I'm dancing. 'Cause I don't dance. So no matter what, it's bad.
It's bad?
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, I don't think I've ever seen you dance.
You haven't.
No,
There's a good
probably
reason
won't.
for that. Yeah.
He knows his limits. All right, Adrian, would you rather your coach catch you dancing in the locker room or sleeping in film study? Oh, my.
I think they've done both.
Have both of them happened to you? Tyler's telling on you.
Dancing in the locker room. I don't think I've been asleep now.
You haven't been asleep? No? Just checking your eyelids for holes in case, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just when you close your eyes like that. Yeah. There's a good trick to that, by the way. So if you fall asleep like this, somebody in your sleep, somebody wakes you up, just say amen and wake up.
You say hey man.
Amen. Just say amen
you're
like you were praying.
Okay.
Okay? Remember that. So when class comes, your professor calls you out, just, I was praying. I wasn't sleeping. Remember that. It's word to the wise. What are you guys telling your freshman self? What advice are you giving your freshman version of Tyler Miller? Do you remember that? You remember that little guy?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Probably,
What are you telling him?
I probably tell them just don't stop. You'll be tired for the one workout, but just keep on going. It's all worth it in the end, no matter what you have to do to get there.
Okay. Adrian, what are you telling that freshman version, Adrian Agbasoga?
I'm gonna tell them to trust the process and kind of like I'm gonna tell them to be like more proactive.
Okay.
Yeah.
More proactive. Get out there, right? Put yourself out there a little bit. That's good advice. What are you going to miss most about Rouse football?
Probably the teammates.
Yeah.
Being together for 4 years, knowing even in middle school, elementary school, some too.
Long time, right?
Just whole life, knowing everyone,
Yeah.
having to move on.
It's a brotherhood you guys are going to have forever, right, Adrian? I mean, you get to play with this guy who's going to go on and do great things. You're playing at the next level, right? So it's going to be cool to have that, right? And then come back and when you're out of college and you have kids and Coach Mann's still at Rouse and coaching? Yeah. Would you rather get tackled by Coach Mann, or would you rather him tackle you? Would you rather get one shot at him or let him have one shot at you? Like, you have to stand still and he gets to tackle you, or you want to tackle him?
No, I'll let him hit me. I don't feel like it's gonna hurt. I don't feel like it's gonna be.
Okay, you guys remember he did play college football, right?
Hey, if I'm fully padded, just regular game gear,
Yeah.
I'll be fine.
You're fully padded, everything.
I'll be good.
What are you doing?
I'm hitting him.
Yeah.
He is not running at me to hit me.
Tyler is taking his chance. I'm going to take my chance. I'm going to take Coach Mann out. There you go. That would be. That may start a new tradition. You know, Coach Mann is always about traditions, isn't he? Just one time, see Coach Mann in some football pads, get a helmet on, and say, "Okay, what do we got?"
Compared to those pictures in the locker room.
Those are classic. Well, those will be posted, I'm sure, at the banquet.
Pads.
Yeah, those are going to be blown up, I think, like giant size for the banquet.
That'd be perfect.
They need to put one of the banners and put like his as one
Put
of
his
the
in the middle.
banners.
There's all kinds of plans going on. You guys got some good ideas, that's for sure. All right, most memorable moment from this season, in your eyes?
This season?
Boy, the instant classic has to be right up there. Recovering the fumble, Liberty Hill.
I recovered.
No?
He recovered it.
Okay.
I caused it.
You caused it?
Yeah, I'd say that then.
So
I forgot about that.
Instant classic, right?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Cause after I got that fumble, like I didn't even look up or nothing. I didn't hear the call. I didn't wait. I was just laying on the floor for like the next 30 seconds.
And you laid there for the whole time while we were all off the field already. He was still laying
there.
Yeah.
He was savoring the moment. That's called savoring the moment. Yeah. And then offense goes down and scores. Cohen May redeems himself and gets in the end zone. That's the instant classic there. It was hard to contain ourselves in the broadcast booth because, you know, it's always good when you beat those guys.
Yeah.
It always is.
In overtime.
Yeah, and especially in overtime at home.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a perfect storm.
Yeah.
What's one good memory that you're going to remember about Coach Mann? Tyler smiled a little bit. He's got something up his sleeve. He's thinking. What's your favorite memory for Coach Mann?
Probably after Lake Belton last year when he started dancing in the locker room with all of us.
Yeah. We got that on video still. Yeah.
Everyone does.
Everyone does. Adrian, what's your favorite memory?
Not favorite, but most memorable would be Glenn. I think sophomore year when he passed out. And that was. I did not like.
You're like, what is going on here? What is he doing?
Yeah.
He was doing it for the dramatic effect. I think he got everybody's attention for sure. That was memorable.
Yeah,
that was memorable. All right, before we let you guys go, we appreciate you on Inside Raider Nation. All that you guys did as captains for this year's team. Good luck in your next level, next chapter, as they call it. We'll see you at the banquet. Yeah, for sure. But anybody you want to give a shout out to, Adrian, we'll start with you.
God, my family, teammates, brothers, and
Okay. Go ahead.
I shout out my parents, my family, all the teammates, I guess especially Reed, leading the backfield behind me, the captains around me.
All right. We appreciate Adrian and Tyler joining us Inside Raider Nation. And good luck. We appreciate it, and we'll see you soon. We'll come back after this short break with Coach Mann and finish our last segment here on Inside Raider Nation, Season 11. We'll be back right after this.
At Mercy Veterinary Hospital, we treat your pets like family. From the moment you walk in, you're greeted with a smile and a compassionate team. Our experienced technicians handle your pets with the care they deserve, and our veterinarians truly listen, advocate for your pet's health, and provide expert medical care. We offer everything from routine wellness and vaccines to internal medicine, soft tissue and orthopedic surgery, spays and neuters, dental procedures, and breeding support. Mercy Veterinary Hospital. Compassionate care, expert medicine, and a team who truly cares. Call us today or visit our office off Ronald Reagan Boulevard in Leander.
Welcome back to Inside Raider Nation here. Our last segment of our last show, season 11. Coach, you know we've got at least 4 more seasons. We have to make it to 15.
Make it to 15.
We got to make it to
there
15.
You go. That's a good number.
Got to get at least to 15, you and I. It's in your contract, by the way.
It is. I missed that fine print.
The fine print. That's what I told Travis and Phil. You guys got to read the fine print. One thing I have to ask you is we always ask, would you rather, and all these questions.
I always get to avoid those.
I get lots. Coach, I have so many that I'm going to ask you some. All right? If you had to give a TED Talk with no prep, what topic would you choose?
Leadership.
Leadership?
Yeah.
I was thinking barbecue. Nice smoking meat.
Yeah, I can. I mean,
you can talk.
I can do some barbecue. Yeah. But I'd be leadership. But no prep. Just go.
Just no prep. Just a TED Talk.
I got a few of those in the bank, so I could get out of that pretty quick.
Yeah, as Reed said, you like to talk and you put everything together and it sounds really good. He thought you were a great public speaker, by the way. Although he did say, you weren't too bright. I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
I went to the Harvard of the Concho for a reason, in Angelo State.
State. All right, TikTok, YouTube, or Netflix? Which one could you not live without?
Not live without?
Well,
I don't have TikTok, so.
Okay, so that's out. YouTube or Netflix? I can't live without which one? I think you have a whole lot of time to watch.
I don't watch a lot of Netflix. We catch some series on that. Me and Brandy get into series, but we're not on it as much. Probably YouTube because I like to watch Meats Church and watch the barbecue stuff on YouTube.
Mixon,
Byron Mixon.
Those guys.
The Meat Church guys.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Coach Man's got a future in that. You just watch out because he may have his own YouTube channel. We're going to start it up.
Doing some barbecuing.
Yeah, just doing some of the stuff that you made, just it's your own thing. What's your secret talent that no one knows about?
Secret talent no one knows about?
Mm-hmm. Like I've seen one time. I think people know now. I don't think it's a secret anymore. Is you did the little jump at the pep rally. You got up in the air and your feet
I'm
were
more
out
athletic than these guys are giving me credit for. That's what I mean. I don't think they understand what they're trying to tackle around here.
That's what I was thinking too. I don't know.
I've seen you boys in the weight room now. Easy.
Let's see. Would you rather live in a video game or in a movie?
Movie.
I would say movie because you like a Western movie.
Yeah, I'd be Lonesome Dove.
Yep. See, I knew that's where you were going.
Lonesome Dove right there.
Time travel to the past or to the future?
Past.
Yeah, that was a no-brainer there. Let's see. Oh, here's a good one. If you had the chance, would you rather coach a college or a professional team?
College.
Okay. Why?
I think in the college there's so much still development there. I mean, you're not. NFL's just grown adults. I mean, you're only going to see them in certain aspects at certain times, and we're in the college game. It's more closer to the high school game where it's a full year-round development, or it used to be. I mean, with the portal now, I don't know if either one's a good answer. I mean, college, I think that the pageantry, the atmosphere, the energy that you get, and you're still coaching. They're still in that weird developmental league where, and even when being in college and playing in college, I mean, there was guys that were married on the team, and so you still have that adult deal. But in the NFL, I mean, they got contracts. They go fly around the world. I mean, they got all these other things. You're not as in control, I don't think. I don't know. I've never been in either one, but I think I'd rather coach college.
Okay. Let's see. Would you rather? Would you rather pass or score?
Pass the ball or score? Mm-hmm. Oh, score.
He's going to score.
Points.
That's coming from
Points.
defensive.
Yeah, points.
I thought you'd say pass.
No.
That wasn't going to be the case. Let's see. game-winning touchdown. Would you rather score the game-winning touchdown or make the game-saving tackle?
Tackle.
That's the defensive guy right there for sure. Let's see.
1995
Okay.
versus Lubbock Monterey, 4th and 1 on the goal. District title.
And it's amazing how you can remember that. There's times Coach Mann and I have conversations, and we'll talk about. Remember in 2018, and I'm like, nope, I don't. I maybe a little bit remember the season, but he can tell me plays and
I can't tell you half my passwords. It's football. It's just locked in. I don't know why. It just always has been.
Yeah, it's one of those just locked in your mind, right? Would you rather drink pickle juice every morning or brush your teeth with ranch dressing?
Pickle juice. I like pickle juice.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah. Love pickles.
But you like ranch dressing, too.
I do. I'm a more blue cheese guy. I like blue cheese.
Okay.
I'm a blue cheese with my wings guy, not ranch. I like ranch, but blue cheese is my favorite.
Favorite celebrity that you would like to have lunch with?
Favorite celebrity that I would like to have lunch with?
And we've already had lunch, so I'm off the table.
I mean, besides Sonny, obviously. I mean, to me, I would love to have lunch with any of the apostles that got to walk and see Christ. That would be the ultimate cool. I mean, or Christ himself. That would be really cool. If not, I'm not a huge celebrity guy, so I maybe Robert Duvall.
Okay.
Just because of the lonesome, being
I
lonesome.
thought you'd say like Clint Eastwood or some of the old
Eastwood,
guys.
Duvall's old.
Yeah, he is. Old. Yeah, we're all getting old.
Captain
Coach.
McCurry, come on.
Yeah. All right, Coach, we're going to kind of wrap things up here. We want to let everybody know that the Players of the Week for last week, we'll post those on social media either tonight or in the morning. We'll definitely congratulate all those guys on the freshman gold, freshman maroon, JV, and, of course, the varsity. And like I said, we'll see all the graphics on social media, and we'll post those here either tonight or in the morning. Just depends on how quick I can get those done. It's what it boils down to. But as we wrap things up, some final thoughts. I know, and you got to save this. You got to save the speech because I know it comes at the banquet.
Yeah, the big one there.
Kind of the abbreviated version of kind of maybe some. What's one of your surprises from this season? Like the biggest surprise for you from this season? Because every year it's kind of like, okay, we know what's expected. You got returning starters. You had a returning quarterback that had amazing stats and came in and had an amazing year as well.
Yeah, none of the returning guys surprised me because I expected that out of them. I mean, it didn't shock me at all. I knew how talented. I mean, Auburn Davis had a breakout year. That didn't surprise me. Anthony running for over 1,000 yards did not surprise me. It probably, the biggest surprise is probably how some of our sophomores came in and played this year. We were very young in some spots. Some of them I kind of had an expectation that I thought they would do what they did, and some of them really performed elitely well. But it's going to be those in between, those middle road guys, honestly, that surprised me this year because we had, Conley didn't have a JV, so we played a lot of guys up that week, and I fully expected to move about 10 guys down off of varsity back to the JV after that week one. But the way they went down on special teams, the way they executed, the way they performed, it was like, I don't know. And then that was kind of a struggle because, they're getting reps because they're getting special teams and some spot play, but at the same time, are they getting developed? And it was just that choice we had to make. So that was it's a great surprise. I mean, we did play a lot of young guys this year, and so that was a big surprise. Ended up the other surprise was probably the freshman class was a big surprise this year coming in. There's some super elite talent there. Played a freshman on varsity again this year in that last game. Got him. He earned that. It wasn't. I mean, he was always on our minds, and so there's a lot of optimism there. But the senior class didn't surprise me. None of them surprised me because I knew that they all had that in them.
You know what the biggest surprise for me, and I was thinking about this before I was going to ask you the question, and obviously the sophomores and how those guys perform on the field. I mean, you saw Liam Mongol perform well. You saw Dom Molinar, Miles Burrell. You saw Dylan White, who came in late in the season. It's like, okay, the future's bright there. That's the obvious, I think. Mm-hmm. I think the biggest thing that was the surprise to me, and you knew this all along, I think, but it was the camaraderie that this team had and how they stuck together, coming in with all in on brotherhood. That was the players. It wasn't the coaching staff that came up with that. It was them. And then to watch it each and every week and how they are around each other when they come to Inside Raider Nation, and watching them during practice and pregame before the games, how they are there for each other. And people say that in coaching,
there's a lot of coaches talk.
There's a lot of lip service. But it was definitely, you can see it. And when you, like you said, when people are on fire for Christ, you can see it. When these kids are genuinely bought in, you can see that as well. And that's every time, every week that I was able to go down on the field before we talked.
And that was Monday morning. I mean, it was, a handful of times that one or two guys maybe didn't make it to practice, and it was never a surprise. It was always, Coach, this came up, I'm sick, and again, it was like we just that wasn't even a factor. And then that's been some gray hairs in the past couple of years with some guys, and they're great kids. It just, sometimes it's hard. It's not easy what we do, and this group just fully embraced it. They didn't flinch. The way they bought in and challenged each and every week and never gave up and just was there for each other was amazing. I'm very blessed to be around them.
I can tell you one thing, as we talked about January 10th and that banquet, I mean, it's always an emotional part, because that's really the finality of everything, and having to talk about it, and then you having to think about the season and put those into words, which obviously Reed said you do a great job of, but putting those thoughts down on paper and then talking about it at the banquet, that's always a special time, and that's kind of the culmination of this whole season. But I think there's a lot of thank yous that are going to go around, which rightly so. The Booster Club, we've talked about all those people that volunteer their time, and the coaches that put in the time and the effort. They do that, and they show up each and every week for these kids.
And they're a unique, really special group of guys. I think this group did an unbelievable job with the guys that we had to coach and what we had to do, and they were never stubborn enough to just say, this is how we're going to do it, and if it works, it works. If not, we'll just that's our plan. I mean, you saw each and every week we had to adapt and change throughout the season based on a few injuries here and there and some stuff, and had to search for answers, and they found them. And I mean, did an unbelievable job, this coaching staff. And the unsung hero in that is the coaches' wives.
Yes.
I mean, like, it's a different animal. It's different living with a coach in football season. We're grumpy, we're tired, we're up, we're down. Wins, you feel great. It's weird because I don't sleep after wins. I can't ever sleep after win, and I sleep decently after loss, which is, you would think, the opposite, but you're so emotionally drained. And it's just, having that springboard to vent to and talk to, and like Coach Hayes had a baby in the middle of the season and only missed like 4 days. I mean, most people take months off, for something like that. And just every one of those coaches really just did a great job this year. They emerged, and I believe that, we just had Texas High School Coaches Association recognize us as, our day and stuff like that. But I mean, you look around what's going on in society, the world, and all that. I'm not trying to get off on a rant, but I believe what we do in coaching, and especially coaching in football, is a difference in this world and difference in young men's life. And I can't tell you how many guys I watched got hugged, or heard, thank you for being that dad in my life. Thank you for being that extra dad in my life. Thank you for being there for me on this, coach. Thank you. And then that just checks all the other stuff, makes it go away. And, you want to see what real education looks like, come watch that, And I know we don't always, people have their opinions, whether we're teachers, coaches, or all that stuff. You want to see what a full community and what a buy-in and what relationships and what education looks like. Come watch that. It's a special group, and there's a bond that'll be created there between deals. And I think Billy Graham, or I'm probably going to miss, but he said, the coach will impact more people in 1 year than people will their entire lives, or in one season. And I truly believe that. And it's a special calling, and if you're a coach, don't abuse that. You got to be careful. we do it in a hard way. I'm not always the nicest guy. We're not trying to be their friends. We're never their friends. We're their mentor. We're trying to be that father. Like I was told by a coach college coach that was at Rice, and he's been around Central Texas forever, but he gave me some of the best advice outside of Charlie Rouse and said, just be careful because you may be the only Bible they ever read by watching you.
Yeah.
You may be the only Bible they'll ever read. And so be careful what you do and how you act. And when you do, you're going to screw it up. And I've done plenty of screw-ups.
Yeah.
And just come back and own it immediately and show them what that looks like as a man, because they don't get to see that. And it's like, ooh, you talk about hit you right between the forehead with that one.
Yeah.
And so that's just what we try to do. And the staff has been a great job. Our coaches' wives are amazing. What y'all do on y'all's end and what this booster club and everybody does for us is it's a special place, and it's always going to be that way. And the kids is what makes the final part. We all do all this other stuff, and there's thousands of coaches that do it all right. And there's years we've done the exact same thing and not gotten the same produce as a result of the kids. This group of kids were a very amazing group to coach, by far, and it was an absolute blessing.
Yeah, you could see that on the last walk and how they kind of hung out in the end zone, and we won't even go there.
And shout out to Gupton Stadium staff and Greg Cowles and and our athletic administration that came in this year and loosened up some things, let us have some freedoms to do a little more and take some liberties where we can, and to give that moment back to those parents and back to those seniors on that night. It was awesome. I was happy and thankful for them, and love playing at Gupton. It's an amazing stadium, and they do an amazing job with our crew there and our booster club. It was a special place this year.
Yeah, definitely, for sure, and we definitely appreciate Coach Mann. 13 seasons now, Coach.
Yeah.
Been up in that booth and calling Rouse football, and definitely when we started this,
for sure,
it's been a run. We still got 4 more. We still got more years to go. Read the fine print, or have Brandy look over it, because I know your eyes are very good.
My eyes are good. Not bad. Now I did tell her, like, I might need to get on your vision. I might have to actually start going in and look at it. For the first time ever, I'm like, that 5-0 number's getting pretty close, though. So
studying all that film and looking at that video, that's what
gosh,
does it. That's what I'm gonna say.
And we got the bigger screens now, so you don't know it's as bad.
You don't notice until
you sit at a dark restaurant with the menu. You're like, this isn't good.
You try to read fine print like this, and you're like, what in the world's going on? I'm holding it out here. But, Coach, we definitely appreciate that, and I can remember how this all got started, and we talked about that story many years back, and I have to thank the Rouse Raider Football Booster Club, again, the sponsors, Coach Mann and all the coaches on the coaching staff who are so gracious each and every week, come on the show, the players that show up each and every week. That's so important, because to me, this is more about just being on the podcast or the YouTube channel or whatever. It's about getting to know some of these kids, right? And you get to talk to them, and they put a headset on, and now you kind of like, okay, they don't have the phone and they're not doing this. They're actually talking to you, which is kind of cool.
It's part of the building process of what we're trying to do. I mean, everybody thinks getting up and talking in front of people is easy, and then you make them do it, and they're like, Coach, that stuff's hard. Like, it's not easy. It takes a while to get used to it, and it's another learning skill that we're developing that's part of the classroom that we're teaching. And so
plus it helps them understand what to do with their hands when they're being interviewed.
I like to hold the cord. It's my little
let's put my hands here. We all do those kinds of things. Talk with our hands.
That's the sideline. That's me on the sideline.
Coach Elrod, I think he's landing an airplane. If you just gave him flags sometimes when he does the signals. But we definitely appreciate them, the sponsors, Booster Club. And I have to thank everybody on the A to Z Sports Media team that do what they do each and every week, from taking pictures to doing the graphics to updates on the game, the video that Andrew and I collaborate on that we put out that finally got played the right time. That's all I'm going to say. Got to see it and kind of create that whole atmosphere. That's what it's about, and to highlight these young men that are out there giving of their time and their effort each and every week. And I always have to thank the executive producer, Cody Franks, for doing what he does. I sat in his chair on Friday, and I will tell you, at first I was a little nervous, but he's got it down to a science, and I'm telling you, I don't want to be without him, but I'm not going to pay him anymore because he's made his life really easy over there. And but he does a great job each and every week and every season. And he's now a Rouse Raider, whether believe it or not. He's got a Rouse hat on.
He's a Raider. I don't even have to. You always bring that up. I know that.
Yeah. he's a Raider. Yeah. But we have to thank everybody on A to Z Sports Media team. And like I said, I have to thank Coach Mann each and every season coming up here.
Yeah, well, I mean, we won't get to do this again on live. So, hey, gig 'em Ags. Let's get them in a couple weeks. Gig 'em Ags.
Uh-oh. He's causing the stir.
Yeah, I'm trying to get that Longhorn back there riled up. Gig 'em Ags. Woo!
Got the horns up. We got the thumbs up. We may start something here. If you hear of an incident happening at the REDHORN Brewery and Roastery and the police are called, it has to probably do with somebody named Mike Davis and Adam Morgan. I don't know. I see thumbs and horns.
There's quite a few Aggies here.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it'll be interesting. That'll be an interesting week of football for sure. It's always going to be interesting. But, Coach, we appreciate your time each and every week. Like I said, I appreciate everybody on the AZ Sports Media team. Cody Frank's executive producer, the executive producer. Not executive producer, the executive producer. That's on his business
That comes
card.
with the raise, right? Now that you added that title?
It's already on his business card. The executive producer. We had to make sure that was on there. That's in the fine print.
That's in the fine print.
Yeah, for sure.
Check's in the mail.
Check is in the mail. Yes, it is. But we have to thank everybody tuning in and coming to watch Inside Raider Nation live here, Season 11. And we'll be back for Season 12 next year. And please join us here on the YouTube channel as we wrap things up. I am Sonny Zepeda signing off as voice of the Raiders, saying good night and God bless. And as always, go Raiders.